Hey, what's up, y'all? Look, I'm sitting alone here, and I was like, this is like the best way for me to get all my thoughts out. So I decided we're gonna do this. I was sitting here and I was playing like a Roblox game. I know it sounds really dumb, but me and my friends, we have been like playing games, playing this one game called Grand Peace Online for a good minute now. And it's not really that crazy. It's a One Piece game, obviously. I've been playing World Zero for the past 2 weeks or so, and it's been going great. I was grinding for the Christmas calendar because they had like 25 gifts if you log in 25 days and collect it. It was every day 4 p.m. Central Time and like 2 p.m. Eastern, I think. I don't know, LA time. And so I was logging in every day and I've been grinding that and I was making friends. And me and my friends were in Grand Peace, obviously. And then I joined my friend actually. I join him and I go to this world. He's playing this game. I go to it, obviously. I'm there. He's just starting out. He says he's new, and I was like, oh, I thought he was further along. I'm new too. We start playing the game and making progress together. And I don't really want to tell the story, but I feel like I gotta tell the story for like my rant to make sense. But yeah, we start playing this game. As we progress and get to a higher level, we obviously need help. This game is harder than Blox Fruit, if you know. That's the other popular One Piece game on Roblox. And I'm like, okay. People like it because people like Grand Peace because like it's less levels and better graphics. Apparently, it's basically the same game, literally just in slightly different fonts. It's not a large difference. I don't know. I just have like a worse hockey, I guess. But regardless, back to the story. I'm getting distracted. Help me. Yeah, so we're in this thing. We're getting help from random people who are just asking, hey, can you help us with this boss? Hey, can you help me with this boss? You know, things like that. Because we need to kill the bosses, and the bosses are hard as crap to beat. Like over 1k HP, we're like level 15, level 30. And at the beginning, I was behind him in level. Then I slowly started to get ahead of him in level, and then I got ahead of him, and I was like really good. And then he like surpassed me by some exponential amount. But the important part is, while we were asking people to help us out, we met this guy called Hum. Hum is dude. He was just helping us out. He gave us access to a private server eventually, and that's the server we've been playing in for quite a while now. And he's cool and all. Is the thing is like, it's like things that he says, it bothers me, and I know it shouldn't, but I feel like I'm too much of a person to like say that it doesn't anything bother me. Like it bothers me, but I know it probably shouldn't, but it does, you know? It does bother me, and I don't know what to do about that. But he was like, "Oh, you're annoying." That irked me. Not like made me mad. Just like I was like that. That was like, oh, that kind of like made me think about my own life. So yeah, he said I was annoying. He said all these other things. I'm probably like the worst player these ever helped. I don't know, just a lot of things. The thing I hate the most, I think, about being in this server was that it seems like everybody wants to mansplain something to me, like I don't understand the fundamentals of the game. It's basic gaming, that's first of all, and then they're giving me things that I've already known, and then they tell me things again like they didn't tell me the first time. They just expect me to forget the knowledge they give them, like I can't effing read what they're effing typing, and it makes me mad because I'm like, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I didn't understand it the first time you told me? Well, I did. I understood the first time you told me. Nonetheless, keep going, okay? We're in the server. Hum is gone. They're grinding and all that. This was the beginning. I think this was like 2 days ago. It was very fun. I was having a good time. Very demure as 2024 would have it. Yeah, I was loving it. And then out of nowhere, I met this dude, and then he was helping me. He was max level, and he had a friend, and that friend also helped me. and it was helping me catch up to my friends. So I was like, okay, yeah, definitely, I'm gonna help you. The only thing that's slightly bothering me is when he asked for my Insta account, because I was like, I don't give anyone my Insta. That's like my personal account. Like a lot of people from real life and my school life and all that know me on Insta, so I don't just give my Insta out willy nilly. Despite the fact that I put my Insta and all my social platforms um in my effing description, it's different because it's like if you're like a stranger and you're just following me, like I don't care, but if like we're chatting it up, I feel like we need to slowly progress before I give you my account, because it's like you could be anybody really. Whether as if you're just anybody, then you're just anybody. Anyways, eventually we managed to invite him to the private server and we're playing the game all together. The thing that I'm really here to talk about is we were playing the game and I've had this series of crashing out on quotation marks because you guys can't see it. I was crashing out basically because I don't know why. I guess in my mind I'm like a very protective person. I was like, oh my goodness, they're all getting along, and they're getting along so well, and I just start feeling out of place, and that's where it all starts really, because they were all chatting, and I was just like, not only is this dude calling me annoying and insulting me and basically calling me stupid, these people are all having a key and a vibe without me, and it just kind of felt like I found all these people, I introduced all these people to each other, and then suddenly they all disappeared in quotation marks. Or like they all, it's like I find really good people, and then they find each other because I introduced them, and then they hit it off really god dang well, and then I just feel left behind, and that's something I've had happen to me a lot. So it's just, it hurts a bit. I remember this, and the thing is, the same friend involved is like the same friend that I like introduced to my brother, and the same thing happened. And like, I don't care about that really. Really, I'm happy that they're all hitting it off because I think that's great. But it's this thing that just I don't want to feel left out because I feel like I helped a lot. But at the same time, if I'm not a vibe as much as the other people in the server are a vibe, yeah, but it feels like the reason why I'm not a vibe is because like everybody in the server is dudes, and I'm like the only person that's not a dude in that server, so I just feel alone. But I have like a really great community. I had like a really good 2 weeks in World Zero, just meeting people that I hit it off like every day. We're all just having a vibe, just laughing, smiling. I just feel so excited. I don't know why I get excited talking to people, but I just get so happy. It feels like I'm on a cloud when I'm talking to strangers and we're actually vibing. I feel like I don't really click with a lot of people in this world, so when I click with people, I'm on the moon and back. I'm as far as Jupiter. Jupiter's not a planet anymore. Is Jupiter far from the Earth? I don't remember. Jupiter, Mars, Saturn. No, I can't do that. Okay, but like, you get what I'm saying. Okay? Ultimate rant. Dang, I've been ranting for 8 minutes. I feel like I've been ranting for a whole hour. But regardless, everyone getting along just made me feel so left out and alone. And that got in my head a lot. I would just look at the chat, the reading how they were talking to each other, and it seems like they were so happy and having a good time. And I just felt like I couldn't be a part of that. Every time I talk, it was like I got ignored, I got radioed. It. I just wanted to be a part of the group. I wanted to be one of the boys. You know what I mean? Because these are my friends. I obviously, well, not really, I guess, because we just met a couple of days ago. You can't really call those people your friends. And that's probably my problem. I'm way too open hearted. I'm way too accepting to let anybody into, my heart and let them mess with me. That's probably why. That definitely is the reason why I'm just too open hearted. And I just let people hurt me, and I get hurt so easily. And I should be more protective of my heart, but I don't know how to be. I keep looking for advice, but nothing seems to like work. They're like, you should learn to be a little selfish. Well, Mike, what if I don't want to be selfish? Being selfish isn't exactly seen as a good thing, you know? It's like, who wants to be selfish? I remember I was called selfish once, and that made me have an existential crisis. It made me feel suicidal. Not to talk about it, but I was like, yo, is I'm selfish, and at the time I don't really feel like I was being selfish in the moment because I wasn't doing anything catering to myself at that moment, but I was called selfish, and so that ruined my day, maybe my month. I held a serious grudge about it. I don't know, man. I don't want to be selfish. I want to find another way. Like, how do I just stop being so open? Like, the moment someone says something that makes me happy, or we're just having a moment and I see that we can work something out, or maybe I can make you laugh. The idea that I can make someone laugh, don't even get me started. I'll go off. I'll just try the best I can to crack every joke. And maybe that's why I keep getting hurt. Maybe. Maybe. What is this even about? I guess my day. It's about my day and my feelings about this day and this week. I just want to be a part of the group. I don't want gender to impact the way that we interact as people. For years, I've had friends that were guys and it was fine. And then the moment I reach the older ages of my life, it just feels weird. But I will say this, it feels great. Like, I feel like the whole gender debacle where men and women interact, all willy nilly when they're with each other, which I clearly experienced when I went on Omegle, which was very uncomfortable. I feel like that whole debacle is really decreased when I'm talking to like people older than me, like slightly older than me. Like, picture I'm like 18, I'm talking to like a 20-year-old. I feel like we're cool. There's no like gender difference. Like, I feel like I'm not talking to an alien, like, and they don't treat me like I'm some effing alien, which I can really appreciate. I can appreciate the ability to not treat somebody who's a different gender than you as an alien. That's very, very important. But when I meet people that are like younger than me, or sometimes even the same age as me, they treat me like I'm a goddamn alien, like I'm not even a person. Like, I'm playing this game, we have something in common. I'm not some alien, I'm not some weird, strange creature that just popped out of nowhere. I've been on this planet, we're playing the same game. Just treat me like one of the bros. Just treat me like one of the bros. Because I've obviously been here. Like, don't be weird. I mean, you can be weird, but like, there's just obvious things. And we can navigate that field, but it's okay to joke around. It's okay to mess around. Why do you have to be such a cool guy, bro? Everyone wants to be a cool guy, bro. Just be weird. Say okie dokie if you want to say okie dokie. Like, do whatever you want. Genuinely. That cool guy S messes with me. I'm like, you're treating me like an alien because you're trying to be cool. No one asked you to be cool. I'm not even trying to be cool. I'm trying to be weird and funny and exciting for whoever is to come. Which is, I don't know, there's a lot to unpack. Like, a real self-evaluation. Every time I talk to someone, I'm like trying to be hyper. No, I'm hyper off natural impact. Like, the moment I talk to someone, I'm hyper off that impact to begin with. That interaction itself makes me like a piece of bubblegum. I get super excited. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to make people laugh, and for that, I kind of play up myself. It's like I'm not that hyper of a person, but it's just being with people makes me happy, so I get very happy. And I think sometimes people can misinterpret that for immaturity, which it's not. It just means I just want to have a good time. Sometimes I just want to have a good time, and I very much want to have a good time with other people. So Yeah, I have the capacity and I have the capacity and the capability to talk and be this person like right now, how I am talking on this pod. I have the capacity to talk and talk calmly and hold a real conversation and comfort people. I can talk seriously. I can have serious and hard discussions. I can be that person. I've been that person before. That doesn't mean that I want to be that person all the time. I don't always want to be chill. Sometimes I want to make jokes. Sometimes I want to laugh. Sometimes I want to feel like just myself. Like I shouldn't have to act grown. Act grown. If I am, I am. I have the maturity for it, but okay, for my older listeners, do you feel like old? Like I know you have the memories and the knowledge and just experience. Experience is just the best thing. I think that's the best thing about growing older is we have all these memories and we're growing as people. I love that. I love being able to help people with what I've gotten. But you know, at the end of the day, I think when we're with our people, yeah, we're old, you know, we're older certainly than we were before. But that doesn't mean that the person we are now isn't who we are. Like, yeah, I think people will change over time, sure. And we'll change and we'll make adjustments and we'll try to improve ourselves. And maybe sometimes we take 2 steps back and 1 step forward. But that doesn't mean exactly that we're going nowhere. And look, the things you enjoyed while you were young, you can always come to find love again. Like, I seen this video of PewDiePie, and he was like, I used to love drawing and reading as a kid, and I just realized that I really like to do that now in my adult life. I used to think as a kid that growing older would mean that I wouldn't want to play this game anymore. I wouldn't want to log on to a game. I wouldn't want to do this. I wouldn't want to do that. And I do have episodes of not wanting to play games and things, but that's also because I've realized that, like, mentally, I'm kind of unstable in some ways. Like, I don't know what it is, whether it's depression, bipolar, ADHD, I don't know. It's just like mentally, I feel so quite irregular. Is that the word? It's just like, yeah, I have periods of not liking the things I used to love, but I've realized that the things I used to like then, I still like now. It's just at a different capacity. Like, I still like art. I love art. I have appreciation for art. That was my childhood. That was the way I'd express myself. That was an outlet for me when I felt like I had no one, and it connected me with so many people. And I love art for what it gave me, right? But I don't draw every day anymore. I used to draw every day, multiple times a day, several different drawings. Maybe like sometimes I'd pump out like 15 drawings a day. Now I don't even pick up a pencil. Someone tells me to pick up a pencil. Someone tells me to pick up a paintbrush and paint to make an art piece. That's the last thing I want to do. That doesn't mean I won't pick it up in the future. It just means at this moment in my life, I don't want to do that. As a kid, I thought I wouldn't want to pick up the controller and play a video game. And sometimes I don't, but I still do. Sometimes. Like, clearly, because the whole beginning of this rant was about me playing Roblox. And I never thought I'd be 18 playing Roblox. And then here I am, playing Roblox. I said I was going to quit. I remember being 15, saying I was going to quit before I got this age. I was going to be 10. Like, the moment I started playing Roblox, I was already praying on the end of that. But there's tons of, like, older people that play effing Roblox. Like, it's fun. It doesn't mean you have to interact with everybody you see. It's fun. And it's especially fun to play with other people, especially your friends. Like, when Dress to Impress came out, I played that. And I played it with my friends, and I had a good time. It's just, I don't know. I think there's a severe misunderstanding about what we're supposed to do. There's always something we're supposed to do in life. Something people want us to do. Your parents want you to go to college. Your parents want you to get a job. Your parents want you to follow a certain path. Your parents want you to dress a certain way. sometimes your parents want you to do a lot of crap, right? And not everyone wants to do those things. That's why you have the quote unquote black sheep of the family, the person that doesn't follow the path that was paved for them. Your parents worked very hard to get you what you had, and people say you should be grateful for that. But, and I agree, I am grateful for all that and all the sacrifices they say. Um, but there's this thing, there's like, I can't pretend, I simply just can't. I can't pretend like everything was perfect. But not, I doubt anyone had a perfect life growing up as a kid. Some people did. I don't know who, but there's always these hard times. So it's like I can't pretend that I was almost homeless like 20 effing times in my life, and I can't pretend like, oh, I wasn't packing those bags, and I can't pretend like we didn't have moments of hunger, and I can't pretend like we were and weren't in the positions we were in. I can't pretend that I was in a place of privilege. But just because we've had all these struggles doesn't mean that we can't smile now. We can 100% smile and laugh now. That doesn't like erase the fact that we were ever struggling to begin with. It just means, hey, we had these hard times, and look at us. We're going to keep going, keep doing our thing, and we're going to be happy. Yeah, life has thrown some pretty wicked curveballs, but we're still here. And the fact that we can do that, like, if you are a person that is being able to experience joy, have a good time with friends without like substance abuse, you can obviously you can drink, fine, yeah, sure. You can smoke, who cares? That's your life, that's your body. No one cares. It's never been a really big deal for me personally. I've already been an abuser of that like once. I'm over it, but everyone, not everyone, it just depends. If you feel like you need to experience that, do as you must, but you don't always need it, but once you have that happiness, I don't, it's like, yeah, these things happen to me, but who cares? I'm in a better place now, or I'll be in a better place. And I know sometimes you can't always just like rely on the things will get better, but I'm actively working on actions as I speak. I'm actively trying to make things better, and I guess I'm just looking to the future, saying, hey, hopefully things will get better, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure they get better. And if they don't, and hey, if I, if something bad happens, it is what it is, and I'm gonna get back up because I know I can fall eight times and get up 9 times. I can fall 7 times and get up 8. No, no, I don't know. I guess that's really, that's kind of it. I just, I don't know how to, I don't know how to be selfish, I guess. I don't want to be selfish, like the definition of selfish. I don't want to be. But I do want to stop being so open-hearted. Like, I like people, yeah, I love people. I always say that. I love people, but, dude, it gets to a point, I'm just tired of getting hurt. And I told myself, like, a year or two ago that I would stop doing this. And then I got in this really, like, kind of crap relationship. I'm not going to talk down on it because that's where I was in my life. Um, and hey, you just have those bad days where you're, like, in a bad place. And I'm not going to talk down on who I was. Maybe a little bit, but that's where I was at the time. And I can't go back and change it, so might as well just look at it and say, well, that happened. Next, I was in a mediocre relationship that ended very quickly, and at the time, I didn't think it was possible for me to be in a short-term relationship, and then it ended quicker than I could imagine. I didn't know I was capable of a short relationship. Like, I started off just having long relationships. My first relationship, very long. And then I had this extremely short relationship. It was like 2 weeks. I was like, holy crap. I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know I was effing capable of an on and off short relationship. Like, what is this toxicity? Well, what is wrong with us? What's wrong with me? Like, why do we keep doing this? What the F is wrong with us? So, yeah, it made me self evaluate. It really did. And it was also a part of the reason why a lot of things changed for me. But, you know, the, dude, I feel like it's wrong to rant about this topic. But I kind of feel like I gotta get it out because I brought it up. Like, that relationship, it was like, if I was to add all the days up, of the days on, because it was on and off, like, the days on it, it was like a month in total if I was to add the days on it. Okay? The thing is, you know the relationship is about to end when you start spending less time with each other. At least for me. I'm fond of personal space. I need that crap. But at the very beginning of all my relationships, I'm like basically obsessed with communicating. Like, I love to talk to people, and quality time is my love language. I love to spend time with the people I love. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. So if I ever drop completely off for more than a day, then I'm like, yo, you are my romantic partner. And I'm not talking to you. I've never not done that before. Like, and I'm not changing as a person. I live and love quality time, and I like giving gifts to people. I don't know about the whole physical touch thing. Like, I don't know if like a love language for physical touch will ever develop in my repertoire. So for now, I would say my love language is giving gifts and quality time. I like giving gifts and quality time. That's how I show my love for my friends and etc. You know? So when that was not present in that relationship, I knew it was gonna end, and I ended it. And then, you know, more on and off action. So yeah, it's terrible. It's effing terrible. And you gotta realize where your line is. When it came to this relationship, it was like, there's nothing wrong with compromise, but it was like I was compromising what I thought was making me happy. I thought being in a relationship and having someone to talk to all the time was making me happy. Being able to hold phone calls for a short period of time was making me happy. But a lot of the time I spent was over a game. And I mean, no, no, oh crap, oh my god, that sounds bad. I mean, most of the time I spent was playing games with this person. We never really spent time like FaceTiming. Like, there was things I wanted in the relationship that I just couldn't get, and that bothered me. Like, I wanted to hold FaceTimes. I wanted to go out to eat together, watch movies, do things like that, you know? Because I want to believe in romance. Isn't that what a Heartstopper dude says? Dude, I wish I can remember his name right now. I'm blanking. It is late, so that's fair. But I want to believe in romance, so I wanted to do all those things, and that's just something I couldn't get from him. And you know, that's life. But I was compromising. It was like, despite the things that I want in a relationship, and despite the fact that I can't get these things from him in specific in my relationship, I'm like, I'm still doing it. We're still gonna have this relationship. I'm just gonna compromise and say, hey, these romantic things or these small little time, like the time I want from you doing things, I'm gonna compromise and say, we don't have to do these things together. We can just do what you want to do. But also, it felt like he didn't know what he wanted to do. And okay, when it comes to the advice, like my advice, fellas, anybody that likes anybody, know what you want, at least slightly. Like, slightly know what you want. Like, have options, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to go to, like, let's say, I'm hungry, but like I don't know what I want to eat. But you know what sounds good? Pizza, Taco Bell, McDonald's. I say, oh, you want to get tacos? No, I don't want that. Like, if I go through the options that like align with what you're kind of feeling, you're like, we'll just go off what you like to eat and we'll figure it out. But you gotta know what you like for us to figure it out, for us to go anywhere. People, anybody, anyone who's single right now like me, and you're looking for a partner, know what you want, know what you like, and most importantly, don't do what I did. This relationship with my ex, don't do what I did, okay? Don't do that. Just simply don't. If it's something that's that important, in my opinion, that's something that's important to me, we absolutely must spend time together. That's my love language. If we're not having quality time, baby, I don't want it. I'm just being honest. Like, come on, man. I feel like that's the basics, the fundamentals. So, like, you don't want to spend time with me? Like, we spent time, but we never spent time doing what I wanted to do. And when I said, hey, okay, I'm open to see what you want to do, and then he didn't know what he wanted to do. And so he just started, I said, hey, let's do this one time. And then he just said, you want to do this? Because I asked for us to do this once. And then and then we were like, okay, let's communicate. Let's talk about our problems. And so I talked about, so we communicated. We went over our problems on both sides. We apologized. We tried to figure things out. We were like, just talking it out. We were talking out our relationship and our problems. And I was bringing up just things like, I want you to know what you want. That's something I said. Because, you know, if you don't know what you want, then what are we doing? Do you even really want to be with me? And the relationship started very strange, I'll be honest. Like, it was a very strange, random, it came out of random. Like, it's just something you wouldn't expect to happen. I was just doing my own thing, honestly. Now I'm focused on my career, which is like, now my eyes are like solely focused on my career. I'm not even thinking about escalating anything to the level of romance or romantic endeavors, right? I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm not opposed to a relationship, I'm just not looking for one. It's not gonna benefit my career. I don't think it'll benefit my happiness. I'm chilling, I'm doing good. But this guy, we tried it again. Okay, this time, keep in mind, I told him, I want you to tell me what you want sometimes. Like, I know what I want, I need you to tell me what you want sometimes. Because I don't always want to do what I want to do. You know, there's things I want to do, but I want to compromise. I want to do what you want to do sometimes too, because I need to learn you. I need to get to know you. You don't open up to me. You don't talk to me. You don't tell me anything about yourself. No. Hear me out. I don't mean you don't, like, I don't know crap about you. It just felt like I was getting to know, like, nothing. You know how you ask a question and you say, F. Like you said, let me see. Oh, what's your favorite anime? I don't really know my favorite anime. I don't really watch anime. Oh, what's your favorite movie? I don't really watch movies. Who's your favorite artist? I don't really listen to music. Like, you have to do something. What the crap do you do if you don't do any of these things? And the thing that irked me the most, because this is a full circle moment. I asked these questions to him and he couldn't give me an answer. And then he talked to another girl and then he could give her the answer. Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, no. That got me. I was like, yeah, okay, so you can't answer my question, but you can give her a nice long extended question, but you can't talk to me. Okay. Yeah, okay. I just water under a bridge. But yeah, that was like, I guess that was the biggest reason for the ending. Which, actually, now you're all in my business, which is probably bad to be all up in my business. But at the same time, it's like, I kind of gotta say this. I really do. I mean, this is my pod. This is my vent. These are my venting videos, according to today. I'm doing this because I don't have a therapist, and I need a therapist. And, a wise person told me that talking it out will help. You just gotta get it out and put it somewhere. So this is my December 27th, 2024. Right. Ooh, yeah. So my advice for anyone going in a relationship, if it's your first, um, if it's your first, just make sure the things that you want is being checked off that box. Like if there's anything slightly, like I know people say, like, people have been telling me and other people for a very long time, like, wow, don't compromise. Compromise is stupid when you can find the perfect guy out there, or the perfect girl, or the perfect, anybody. Like, you can find the perfect person. And I was like, that's bullcrap. Because first of all, compromise is essential to our relationship just as much as communication. Okay, if we don't compromise, we're not gonna like everything. Like, we're gonna be different in our own small ways. We can have a lot in common, but we're still gonna have those differences. So compromise is gonna be important. So I was like, nah, y'all talking crap. Y'all are talking crap. And then there was this thing where they said, don't settle for less. And I was like, no, I agree with this sentiment, actually. Don't settle for less. But I don't think there's anything with settling for contentment. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Settling for contentment is a whole different thing than settling for less. Okay, settling and settling for contentment is two different things. If you're, like, happy and you're in a stable place, why would you mess that up? I live for stability. Stability is something that every adult wants. And every person needs a form of stability. If it's not stable, then you're always going to feel anxious or worried, I don't know, concerned. I don't want to feel those things. I want stability. I live for that. So I live for contentment. I want to be content. If I can be, like, slightly happy and, like, peaceful, I'm good. I'm rocking with it. Like, as long as I can do the things I want to do, then we're good. I'm content. It doesn't mean I'm exactly happy. I'm not overly joyful, but I'm not bad. Okay? But the thing about settling for less is you're not happy and you're not even really content. You're just consistently compromising. And I hate that. Don't settle for less. I think I settled for less, unironically. It's like, I settled. It didn't feel that bad because I was like, I like this person. They're cool. We have good times, right? Obviously, and they look all right, pretty good looking. But at the same time, looks isn't everything. And I was like, I'm a very strong believer that looks is not everything. Looks cannot carry this relationship. If your personality is dog, you are dog. If you're a 10 and you have a personality that's trash, you are a 0 in my book. I won't even look at you if you talk down to a waitress. Like, it's just like, that's an instant, I'm out of here. Like, whoa. So, I guess, yeah, I was just like, there's things that was like, I can compromise. Like, we still call every day, and we call for a good amount of my day. The only thing I didn't really like was, it would make me anxious when I could call randomly. I'm the type of person that likes to be prepared for calling, because it's like, if I'm in the middle of a conversation with someone and you call me, then I just get incredibly anxious. I'm like, this is so random. Why are you calling me? I'm kind of in the middle of something. I don't want to cut this person off because we're having a serious conversation. So I kind of gotta, like, maneuver that. But it's whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, we had calls lasted for like, okay, the calls lasted for like 4 hours. No FaceTime. No FaceTime. Like, what if I want to see your face? I can't wake up, see your face anymore? Like, huh? Anyways, when we would call, the calls would be like short, and like, what if I want to talk to you all day? Huh? Like I said, if you don't know what you want, we can't have a conversation. Like, oh my goodness, it all just circles back to the fact that, like, not knowing what you want and not being open. You have to open up in a relationship. That's like the whole point. You have to open up yourself for vulnerability. You have to open yourself up for the pain. Like no matter what it is, you gotta be a fan of the love of the game. You gotta have no shame about who you are. It's like me talking on this podcast. I can't have shame. I mean, I can have shame. I just can't I can't keep a part of myself away. Like, okay, my favorite color is gray. But the truth about that answer is, like, if I'm being honest with you, the truth about the reason why my favorite color is gray is a neutral color that goes with everything. And before that, I really liked the color black. But I also like the color white. Because I like bold statement pieces. I like the color yellow because it evokes a happy feeling, but I really won't wear yellow. I like all the colors, but I used to hate the color pink. So I found gray because gray is kind of neutral. I can't say I'm falling into line. I just like a color. And the color is simple. It's so simplistic. That's why I like gray. It's simplistic. And sometimes if you add a little bit of a tint to it, it's warm and comforting. Gray can be comforting. Gray can be cold. I feel like gray describes who I am. And I like the color gray. Yeah, I like blue. That used to be my favorite color. I like green too. I like white. But gray is what I'm feeling like. Okay? You gotta elaborate like that when you're talking to somebody. Don't just give them, oh, my favorite TV series is Arcane Legends. They're like, oh, okay, mine is like, oh, I don't know, One Piece. I'm like, okay. So, did you see Luffy doing this, that? You can ask no question. You can leave it open-ended, but at the same time, why is Arcane Legends your favorite thing? What's your problem with Arcane? My problem with Arcane is, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but gang, Caitlyn and V, y'all make me mad sometimes. Cause what the F? Thank you for the warmth. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I hate that line. And if you know, you know. It's just like, how are you gonna do all this trading and anything hit us with that line? Holy crap. Oh my goodness. You're like, I'm glad she's gone. She was like a arcane bop, bro. It's okay to play the game. But not in Arcane. Not when you're effing with my canning ship. That's my favorite ship. My favorite. I could actually rant about this. Seriously, I can go on and on about like 4 shows that I've watched for a very long time. And a movie. I can go on and on about Twilight, Heartstopper, Riverdale, because I watched that, Ep.1. There's a lot of other movies too. You just gotta bring it up. Atypical, Arcane, animes, or in Host Club, like any anime really. I've watched like a crap ton of anime in the past. I don't really watch anime anymore. The moment anime started getting hype during COVID is the dead moment I stopped watching anime. I don't know what it is about like the popularity of anime and me simultaneously stopping my watching of anime. But that happened. No, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with a lot of people liking anime, and I think it's good that the world has normalized watching anime now. Now I don't have to be the weird person who watches anime, who's a nerd. Yes, I am still a nerd because I still participate in common interests of what would be classified as a nerd, which I personally think that just makes a well-rounded individual. But, you know, who's to say? Yeah, I'm glad that people like anime now. You can finally talk about it openly and on a wide scale, and people just instantly get you. They understand, like, you know? But, ooh, I don't know, bro. I guess that's it, bro. I guess that's it. Dude, it's been 44 minutes. I low-key feel like I can keep going, but I fear I should not. The only thing I'm concerned about now is I have to face the fact that I seemingly seem to keep sabotaging, and I don't know why I self-sabotage. Is it even self-sabotaging? It's like all my happy emotions build up and then they explode out of random. You know what I mean? Like, it's like how I was talking about, like, I get very happy around people. It's like I get so happy to the point that I get sad. Does that make sense? Because it gets so overwhelming, and I guess overstimulating to be around other people and play a game. Gaming can be so overwhelming. I need breaks. It's a whole new day now. It's the 28th, but I started it on the 27th, so I've hit this is the 27th. Guess that's it. I'm gonna try to fix the things that I've broken, if they're even broken to begin with. I just want to stop losing people. I just want to find a way to be a good friend. And the next time I hit record, hopefully that's been figured out. But if not, I just aired my business on the internet, which means I'm officially an idiot. I'm not gonna look at the notifications for this channel because this is also like, it's Ellie Productions. This is Ellie Productions. That simply just means I produce music, I do art, I talk, and I guess I make a podcast now. I've been thinking about keeping my music to myself these days because I'm like, my music is kind of mid, and I guess if you want my own release, you can have my own release, but I just want my music to be something that I give and show and share with special people, not just, randoms on the internet. Because there's a lot of things going into the music I make, and it's not good. And since it's not at its best stage at the moment, and I'm still working on becoming a better artist when it comes to music, I don't really just want to put that out there. I feel like I just need to cook in private. So that's what I'll be doing from here on out. I'll be cooking in private, and I'll update you guys when I cook up a really good song. Like today, I made a effing phenomenal song about this phenomenon that occurred today. So yeah, I guess that's it. That is Ellie Productions. That has been me and my daily dose of ranting. I don't know why anyone would ever want to tune into some stranger ranting about really random crap, because I can't focus on any topic. I can probably start like talking and having like set points that I want to get, but the only thing that makes me want to record is something in my life throwing me for a loop, and then I start overthinking. So the only reason why I want to hit record is because I'm overthinking, and overthinking naturally means I'm just gonna bounce off topic to topic without staying in one direction, talking about one thing will spark something in my mind, and then I'll go that direction, and then so on and so forth. So that'll consistently be happening. Like now, that just effing happened. But yeah, I guess, should I end this pod like I end my YouTube videos? What if my podcast gets like more famous than my YouTube? That would be crazy. That'd be effing crazy. Like y'all you some crazy kids, man. Y'all like to listen to me talk about random topics, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I should end this. I should really end this. I just don't know how. We'll figure it out as days go by. I'm not gonna say episodes. I'm just gonna say days, because I'll probably have to do this daily just to like unwind. This is my official form of therapy, and this is probably terrible to post on the internet, but I'm doing it anyways because what the crap, I made it. I'm gonna post it. I made it with the intention of posting it to the internet, and I don't want to really keep it to myself because it's easier if I put it out there. So yeah, this has been Ellie. I love you guys. Peace and love. I love you all. And I guess like the video. That feels so shallow to say after we've like discussed the things we've discussed, but yeah, I guess like and subscribe for my daily ranting, and I guess comment down below. But like I stated, I won't be checking notifications, but I will read them eventually at some point. I don't know when, but I'm praying it's not today, because mentally I'm not there for any negativity, if I get any negativity, which I doubt. But yeah, that's where we are. Bye. It's been cool. Ellie. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. You ready? Okay, let's freestyle.